Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm Canon, photographer, RandallMRueff. Today is Monday, February the 8th, 2016 AD. And you are looking at my wish list, photography and video wish list. And there are 3 camera bags listed that I want, that I have on my list, as you can see here. And I will post the link to this list in the description to the video, so you can look for yourself. Because from time to time I add stuff and delete stuff. Not very often, but anyway, point is, I got 3 camera bags on this list, and they're for different reasons. Ideally, I would like to have. Okay, let's start with this. The 1DX Mark II from Canon is coming out, and ideally, I would like to have 4 of those cameras. One for the house, one for my everyday toting along, and then another 2, to do sports and wildlife, and have like a big bag where I have a 28 to 300 millimeter one, and then the 200 to 400, perhaps the 200 to 400 with the 1.4 times teleconverter built-in lens. Have 2 cameras, have 2 lenses, have a big bag for when I do things like that. So. And so the idea was, in an ideal world where money was no object, or was free floating enough where I could get 4 cameras, which is far from the reality of my being poor right now, to say the least. I thought, you know what, it can't hurt to put stuff out there that you want. You know what I'm saying? At least, at worst, they're going to say no. They're going to say no, and not help you out, or make fun of you. Or the point is, it doesn't really matter if they don't do anything positive. It doesn't really matter. But these are the 3 bags I want. I'll tell you why I want each one. The one on the bottom is kind of a carry-all. Just carry your camera and your lens and maybe an extra battery and some cards. I mean, just simple. You're going out for the day. You're gonna take some pictures, come home, and upload to your computer. It's probably got space for an extra battery, so if the battery you got in your camera dies, you have an extra battery. That's gonna be more than enough for just going out for one day. The blue one on top is probably would be more of a maybe a wedding type deal, like I kind of have now, where I mean, it's better than the one I've got now, but the one I've got now is nice. I like my little Pro. It's very nice. It's got room for 1 camera and 1 lens, and then it's got stuff on the top of it. But the one on top here would be to put my camera, lenses, batteries, battery charger, extra batteries for the camera, extra batteries for the flash, places to put my card readers, my extra accessories, like, going from your camera to your computer, USB, all the cables and all the extra junk you need to really do everything you need to do. So that's kind of my idea behind that bag. And then the third one, or the middle one, ideally, again, if money was no object, I'm just dreaming, hoping, if money was no object, I would have 2 cameras for this middle bag, and one would be a 20 to 300, and the second one would have a lens of 200 to 400 with the 1.4 times teleconverter, which goes to about 560, I believe. So you had room for 2 lenses, 2 cameras, batteries, battery chargers, accessories, etc., etc., etc. In this one, I might also carry, because it has I might carry something. I might also, again, if money was no object, like a fisheye lens, which I'd love to have. I think it's a 65 millimeter, 1 to 5 times macro lens. It's either 60 or 65. I would never remember that. But anyway, it's a macro lens that goes from 1 times to 5 times. And it's either 60 millimeter or 65 millimeter. If I'm going blank here at the exact moment, but anyway, it's the only Canon lens that goes from 1 to 5 times macro. And let's see what else. I'd have things like maybe an extra flash. You know, everything you absolutely have to have. Uh, for whatever kind of assignment. So I have the sports lens, have the everyday lens, have the macro, have the wide, the fisheye. Um, so just a variety of lenses and accessories, and it's one of those. It's heavier and there's more stuff there, but it's kind of your do-it-all kind of. You know what I'm saying? It's like no matter what you do, you have everything you need there to really do it. Um, so I don't know if it has a place to create a tripod or a monopod. I don't think any of them do, obviously, but you can carry that extra. That's no big deal. But that's the three reasons I would want different. Again, if money was no object, which again I'm saying because it is. Trust me, it's a big object where I come from. But that's kind of how I would like to do it. So I'd like to have one for everyday use, just carry your camera around. Another one for sports and wildlife and every situation, and then one maybe for just carrying around one camera with one lens, but having a lot of accessories. And like if I was going on say more than a 1 day trip, maybe a weekend or maybe a week, I could take something like the Blue on top, and where I knew I was going to have to recharge batteries or have extra extended batteries or extend more than one CF card or CFast card or whatever. And I would be able to carry that stuff with me. So, different reason for each one. And would I like to have all three cases? Yes. Would I like to have 4 cameras? Yes. Right now, I can't afford one. I mean, I've got the one. I have the camera I have at home right here, my digital XT, and it's doing a really good job of doing what it's supposed to do. But I would love to upgrade to the 1DX Mark II and have several of those cameras and do a lot of neat things and be able to travel and do stuff. But right now, I can't because I don't have any real money. I don't have any real ability to travel and do stuff like I'd like to do. But with that in mind, that's why it's on my wish list. Amazon.com. And again, I'll put the link to the wish list in the video description to this video on YouTube, so you can look at it and look at my list, because there's stuff for not only just these bags, but there's also stuff like, okay, I'll show you real quick. Flashes and filters. Okay, there's the macro lens I was talking about. It's a 65 millimeter, 2.815 times macro, which is really nice. 40 millimeter macro. The 50 millimeter 1.2 for around the house. Card readers, CFast cards, the camera, Gitzo monopod, the 200-400, lens hood for the 28 to 300 millimeter. Some of the other lenses I'd like to have would be the 150 to 600. Try those out, at least one of them. Of course, the 50 to 1000, I'd love to try that one out. That'd be awesome. Of course, probably weigh a ton, but I need to get some stuff like the software. Extra batteries are always useful, no matter. Of course, there's the 600EX RT flash, which would be an upgrade to the flash I have. I have a nice flash. Don't get me wrong, I have a 580EX too. It's a nice flash, but this would be even better. In fact, if I had money and was buying all this stuff, this would be probably the last thing on the list, because I've already got a good flash. But I would like to upgrade to this, nonetheless. UV0 for my 2300. So, a lot of stuff on the list, stuff I can't afford. So there's the camera. It's not even available yet. It's gonna be $6,000. It's coming out in about 2 months. So I'm hoping somehow before the camera comes out, I'll come up with a way to get enough money to buy at least a camera. One camera, that would be awesome. I would like to, I'll tell you why I want to get more than one, and that's two, because I want to do videos about the camera in 4K. But to do that, I need two cameras that can do 4K. I need one to have the take the pictures of, and one to take the pictures with, and the photo or videos with. So I need at least two to do that. So lots of ideas for videos about the camera. If I had two cameras, I could do that. But I would be happy with just one right now. But two would be even better. But there's, right now, I'm talking about, in this video, I'm concentrating on the 3 camera bags on my photography and video wish list. So there they are. There's a little brief history of what I wanted and why. Until next time, I'm Canon photographer, Randall M. Rueff saying thanks for watching. Have a good day. God bless you. Bye.